Alright, take 3. I'm going to show you guys how to make a blend with photofiltre. I've been getting a lot of questions, people asking me how I do my blends. So I'm going to show you guys how. What I'm going to use is a few pictures of one of my favorite site models. You have to make sure that the pictures are relatively the same size, and they have to match. Like, these are from like the same photo shoot, if you want to call it that. They have the same background for whatever picture you're using. So you want to figure out which one you want to use as your base picture. I'm going to use this one because it's a little bit wider and there's more room to the side. And so we're going to minimize that one for now. What you want to do is you want to take the picture that you're going to blend onto the other picture and push Control U on your keyboard. What is that? Push Control U on your keyboard, and that duplicates the image. And then what you want to do after you duplicate it is go to the polygon tool, which is right over here, and then you just want to outline the image to the left to cut off the background. It's kind of hard to explain. I'll just show you how to do it. What you want to do is like go up to the top and go out around. It takes a little bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, you should be able to do it fine. With some pictures, depending on the background and just the picture itself, you can get a little bit further away from, in this case, like her legs or her shoes or whatever you're outlining. And the background won't mess up the picture, but in some cases you have to get right up against like whatever you're outlining, otherwise the background will screw it up. In this case, it's not going to make that much of a difference because the backgrounds are the same on both pictures, and they're not different hardly at all. You won't be able to tell the difference. So I'm going to finish outlining. The outlining is probably the hardest part of a blend, because if you don't get everything outlined perfectly, you have to like start all over. So practice really does make perfect in this case. Okay, then once you've got that outlined, what you want to do is push Control X to delete and Control D to deselect. And your background should be a different color than every color that's in the actual picture, otherwise it won't work. What you want to do is you want to go to Image and then go to Transparency Mask, and if this color is the same as this color, then set the tolerance to 0 and the effect to none. And if it's not the same color, or if this color is not the same color as this color, that either means that you haven't cut out enough of the picture, or you did something else wrong, like the color is not a color you can use. But in this case it works, so I'm going to push OK, and the image is going to look like that. What you want to do is you want to copy, and then you can exit it out. And then you want to go over here and right click and paste as a new image. Go to Filter, Visual Effect, and Gaussian Blur. Gaussian Blur, the default is 6 or 7 pixels. The more pixels you get, the blurrier the image is. So I usually stay right at around 6 or 7 pixels, but I guess it just depends on what picture you're blending. I'm going to push OK. And then what you want to do is you want to right click and copy, and then go back to this one and go to Edit, Paste Special, and Assemble, and make sure you assemble to the right, otherwise it doesn't work. And then what you want to do is you want to right click and copy that, and you want to go back to your main picture, and sometimes you have to change the canvas size of the picture, but with this one, because there's so much room to the side, I don't think I'll need to. So what I do is I go to Edit, Paste Special, Image with Linked Mask, and then just move the picture over until you have it where you want it. And then you can either push enter or right click and push validate paste. And that's how you make a blend.